Hello, welcome to another Real Housewives chart reading. Today, we're doing Dorinda Medley. Oh, Dorinda, she's back on our screen. She made it through the first murder. So I figured we'll look at her chart. She was born December 13th, 1964 in the Berkshires. Great Barrington, Massachusetts, which I guess is the Berkshires. I don't know. This is the internet. She didn't tell me. And because she didn't tell me, we don't have the time. So we will not look at her rising. We will not look at her houses. We'll look at this.
What happened?
No.
Why did you do that?
Because
Why would you do that to
no
yourself?
one's happy.
I'm happy.
I never have a happy birthday.
Here is Dorinda's gorgeous, gorgeous chart. As you could tell from the December 13th birthday, she is a Sagittarius. Ugh, love a Sag. Do I? Sure, why not? Things with Sagittarius. They are very adventurous.
Look at this. I cut my hand.
Oh my God, what is going on?
I stabbed my hand.
What are you
with the
talking about? How did you stab your
I
hand?
just stabbed my hand.
But how? You stabbed the table.
Optimistic.
Her first marriage ended in divorce, and her second husband, Richard, I loved him, and he passed away a few years ago. And to see that she's been through these two tragedies, and she still has a smile on her face every day, gives me encouragement.
They love to give. They like to be generous.
I cooked all day. I decorated. I did it nice. I'm ashamed.
They really, they want their freedom. They don't want to be tied down necessarily.
I choose. You don't like it? You don't like it? You don't like it? I don't give a shit. You're not the word according to God. You're not gospel. I get to do what I want to do.
Other things in her chart really go against that, but Sagittarius as itself, as the sun, which is the present, doesn't like to be tied down. They're also blunt.
Everything we're saying here is going to be on air.
So I wouldn't want to hurt my father's feelings.
We've all been, I know this is a news thing. We've all been on reality TV.
They're, tactless.
You away to the middle, and you keep away to the middle. Drunken fool, you have a mugshot of your drunkenness. I'll tell you how I'm doing. Not well, bitch.
Impatient.
I think she is. Oh, God. Let me go get that one out then. All right, Sonia, keep it moving. I love when I see him coming, and I love when I see him going.
Yeah, all those things. I think go with Dorinda. There's also a thing with Sagittarius that has to do with like teaching and mastery, and I don't know what that would be for her.
Let's do it a little bit heavier pour than you did, just to make it snappy, make it good. A little bit extra lemon. This is called the pre-dress drink. Okay. You don't know what you're dealing with here, do you? No. I personally like splash of water. Okay. Just a little bubble. That's got a lot of love in it. Okay. Taste.
Cheers. It's a great mojito.
Maybe her house. She the master of her house in the Berkshires.
No shoes upstairs, no food or beverage upstairs.
Okay, we got
Any questions, please ask lady at the... No, you don't got it, because if something goes wrong, then you're gonna get a very large bill.
I'm not a. I got it. I'm not a child. I got it.
No, I got it.
I got it.
There's
No
no,
problem.
I got
No
it.
problem.
There's no, I got it,
want
because
to.
that's rude and condescending. So if you want to be treated like a child, I can do it. Don't put food in my bedroom. Okay.
The sun is conjunct the south node. So that automatically means the sun is in opposition to the north node, which is in Gemini. Something also with the sun is that it's the ego. And when it's conjunct the south node, basically, like there can be one school of thought where it's like, oh, you have to let go of your past lives and move into where your soul wants to go. Um, I also just view that though as you kind of just, think you're pretty great. You don't really need to learn anything. You have a big ego.
Dorinda, it seems like nobody else gets as mean as you do when confronted about their alcohol use. Why are you so defensive about the subject?
No, that's wrong.
Understand? There's a problem here. We want to help you. You're not getting it. And you're getting angry at us, and we want to help you.
I was on a show that you're no longer on. And I have a job
And maybe there's a
to
reason
do.
you're not on it anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm
Dorinda.
on pause.
And I do think Dorinda's pretty great. Has problems, but fun on a TV show.
I had the guy from SNL, Saturday Night Live, who did it for Andy Samberg. The NSL person made this for me. She's now working for Sesame Street. Anna Sandler's thing did it for me.
Adam Sandler's thing did it for you?
Anna Sandberg's thing did it for me. They did a skit for NSL with Lady Gaga and Anna Sandberg. The guy that did it did my dress.
Good.
We lost a couple bubbles.
Let's look at her moon now. Her moon is in Aries. And the moon, it's the habits, it's the things that you need to feel most comfortable. And Aries needs to push. It can't stop. It feeling comfortable is going and doing and not letting things be.
Congratulations, you did an amazing job today. I'm so proud of you. I really don't want to even talk about it. It's your night. You look beautiful. The dresses are beautiful. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for inviting Scott last minute.
You see? Wow.
It's a very independent sign. It's a very courageous sign. It's a confident sign. It's pretty passionate. I'd say a big thing with it is it's also impatient. And with their impatience, they also get aggressive. So with two, they're fire signs. Two impatient signs, one with an aggressive quality,
Well, listen, you've been through a lot, my love, and you...
Oh, stop with this baloney. I buried a husband, okay?
Oh, we heard that 1,000 times too.
Your husband left you, and my husband died. So don't you dare compare your marriage to me burying my husband.
Oh, okay.
Because you were around the south of France. And he married your friend, honey.
She likes to get her way. Doesn't really know how to handle things when she doesn't get her way.
If no one can behave themselves, then you all go home. I give you permission. All go home because I decorated, I cooked, I made it nice.
And there is something with Aries of sort of a need for a fight. That can be a literal fight.
Look at, you're getting aggressive right now.
Well, what did you just say to me? Oh, it's turning. What's that mean, darling?
No, because you get
Darling,
aggressive.
what's that mean?
Because you're getting aggressive.
What's that?
But that's also going along with like the pushing part of it, where it's like, we can't just be. We can't, especially with Sagittarius as well. They're not connected, but like neither of them are interested in staying still. This is a woman that needs to do stuff.
No, you drink some more and get arrested, honey. Felony, honey. Have more. You're awful.
Now I know what you really think about me.
I know what you really think. You started on me for
No,
nothing after I
I
supported
merely
you for everything.
Now, the big thing in her chart is this right here, this beautiful, beautiful rectangle. So the rectangle, we can see it has Chiron in Pisces. It has Neptune in Scorpio. Technically, it is only Neptune, but Neptune is conjunct Venus. So, they still influence each other, even though it's not technically a part of this rectangle. Jupiter in Taurus and Mars, Pluto, and Uranus in Virgo. Have a little stellium there. What is a rectangle? A rectangle, you have two trines, two sextiles, and two oppositions. Essentially, what's going on is you have this outer calm, these harmonious aspects that make it seem like you have it together. and you know what's going on and you're calm. While on the inside, you're a mess.
Honey, she's crying, Dorinda.
Over the food thing?
The way you spoke to her. Yeah,
Okay,
you may do
I'm
it in
sorry,
your home.
Tamara,
Like
you're
that was
okay.
condescending. That was just like our homes are trash. Our homes are
No,
gorgeous.
you said you didn't know. So I'm like, I said, I don't know how you do it in your home, but here I can't have food in the room. It's not a big deal.
That's
Tamara.
respect.
Don't cry
That's
over
respect.
it.
That's
You're not really
respected.
crying over that. That's not real.
am.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry now because this is my home. Because I just want you to respect my home. Like, I can't believe just asking over a simple thing. So I was surprised, and you said I didn't know. I assumed something I shouldn't have. And you're gonna make me cry that I didn't know better. I would, to tell you the truth,
I made a mistake.
I'm sorry.
How are you flipping it around that we offended you?
You're very anxious. A lot of chaos going on in there, a lot of anxiety. But you have this, you look like you're in control. I would say we saw a lot of her out of control.
Dorinda wanted to do Tipsy Girl. And I told you
come
about
on.
And then
Now you need to back that up and take it back right now.
Tipsy. And I said yes to Tipsy.
You better take
He
it back,
originally
Sonia.
wanted to work
You better
with me
take
for
it back.
Tipsy.
Stop it. Clip. You fool. Hostess with the mostest.
But I think earlier seasons, I think we would have gone more towards the like, she does have it in control.
That wasn't nice. You did. That was not.
My
You were too
Jamie,
aggressive.
my
'Cause she's
Jamie
not
was
aggressive
wrong.
by nature.
No,
Don't do that.
But-
because you look bad, she doesn't look bad.
I know.
No matter what you say, you don't. I don't like when you're mean. It upsets
I
you. when
wasn't
you're
mean.
You were mean.
And the inside came out as we got to know her. Alcohol helped with that as well.
Do you think it's nice when you have a good girlfriend? I just got here. And when they don't like something, they say right away, "Are you drunk?"
Can we drive
Don't
again?
come to the Exuma Sense. Look at places that are great, like the Exuma. Set it there. Look, I was late.
There we go.
Like something. It was late. Okay? No, it wasn't. I showed up. Don't tell us a big act. You say what you're gonna do. Dorinda.
Yeah, essentially, there's just, you're looking for harmony with this. And you can find harmony because you have all of these these trines and sextiles. There's things to work out this tension. It's just, again, it's something else that's just constantly pushing you, constantly eating at you, honestly. And that can cause a little bit of what am I looking for? Like, you can focus on your own problems and not really acknowledge anybody else's, like really not see that other people have problems. And there can also be a tendency to look at things very black and white. You either think like in extremes or you live in extremes. I don't know if she lives in extremes necessarily, but it can be like, it's hard to see a gray area sometimes. It's hard to see a gray area sometimes. And yeah, this isn't really one where like we solve a problem. It's just like you have ways of dealing with your issues, but you'll always have the issues and you'll always have the solutions to them, essentially, is what's going on with the rectangle. But if we want to look at the things specifically, Chiron and Pisces, Chiron is the wounded healer. So there's always a pain point there. There's an emotional pain, trauma that you have to work to heal. Or you don't have to, but probably want to work to heal it. And with Pisces, that has a lot to do with like extreme sensitivity. Sometimes you didn't have a lot of boundaries growing up. And so you might have also a lack of boundaries.
Jill.
Okay.
Oh, are they? Not. What disappoints you about your father?
Sometimes there can be history of like escapism or addiction or things like that.
I don't think I'm an alcoholic. I think I use alcohol as an excuse to sometimes exhibit bad behavior.
You just have to, go into the sensitivity, not become a martyr with it is really the challenge with Pisces, Chiron. It's more about how you can offer that sensitivity to yourself and to others rather than looking at yourself as a victim.
Dorinda, I asked you a question. It seems like you get very defensive when anyone brings up your drinking.
Yeah, I'm very sensitive about that. I try not to point out, like when Ramona's drinking or Ramona's sleeping with all kinds of people, I try not to point it out.
If we look at Neptune in Scorpio, also something fun with boundaries. Neptune doesn't like them, likes to get rid of boundaries. And Scorpio is really about like delving into something and going into like the hard parts of life and really opening itself up to anything, this combination.
I don't care if you were the biggest heroin addict, prostitute on the street. I would never shame you. I would invite you to my house and say, what the is going on?
You get the good with the bad. You're really just open for business life-wise. And so with Pisces involved, you can really feel a lot of sensitivity to the world. There's like an interesting relationship with death sometimes.
I love anything to do with the paranormal.
Oh, very exciting. I love it. Okay.
We do know that she has an interesting relationship with death, but she sees lots of signs.
I know I'm very popular with the other world.
Having a generous spirit and a lack of boundaries can lead to something interesting. And it led to our dear Dorinda. Jupiter in Taurus. Jupiter is about expansion and growth. Taurus is that duality of practicality and sensuality and, wanting, nice, luxurious things in life. And it can kind of grow in either way. Now, hers was retrograde. So this could mean that she has a harder relationship with figuring out that practicality and that sensual side. Typically, when something's retrograde, it just doesn't come, we don't see it acting in the normal, expected way. It can also be sometimes you don't feel deserving of the things that the gifts that Taurus can give you.
I don't have sex. God knows I'm a Barbie practically at this point. I mean, it's like I practically polish it. To clean it anymore, I just get some pledge.
But, she's a wealthy woman, and I do think she's pretty good with money. So I don't think this has had a particularly negative effect on her life. Fun lesson. Retrograde isn't always bad. Virgo now. Virgo has Mars, it has Pluto, and it has Uranus. So Virgo, that's the editor. It's the critical one. It seeks perfection. This is also a practical sign. This is a, thing with earth signs, practicality. There's a desire to make things whole with Virgo. That goes into the perfection a little bit. Perfection is like can have a negative connotation to it. It could also have a positive one. But the making things whole is kind of that idea where it doesn't mean it's necessarily picture perfect, but it feels complete and right. So with Mars, that's the warrior planet. You're gonna go at things hard to make it perfect.
I put in a big effort here.
I agree.
And this is my home.
I agree.
And I made a conscious choice not to invite Sonia so we could all have a good time.
That means you could also be quite critical of other people.
I think what Ramona did was disgusting. I'm gonna let Ramona know that I think she's a piece of shit.
I just shut your mouth.
You don't have to yell. No one gives a shit.
Okay.
Why are you getting vulgar? No one gives a shit.
You are.
Okay, Mario. Okay. Oh, sorry. That's right. He left you for someone else. You know what? Why don't you stop getting vaginal rejuvenation and put an easy pass on that vagina with your Holland tunnel? Because we all know what your goes down in that townhouse. Why should Turnstile and ticket.
Pluto has power with it. It also has deep transformation. So you want to create something beautiful and right in the world, within yourself, outside of yourself.
Okay, guys, on the count of 3, let's say you made it nice. 1, 2, 3.
You made it nice, Dorinda!
And Uranus is that, wild card. It's anything can happen. It's the innovator. It's the rebel. It's the eccentric. And I think practical eccentric is a nice word for Dorinda.
I thought I have to do something so these girls can just laugh.
Aw, you look so happy.
But I didn't take in consideration the candles were still on. All I know is I had a new hairline.
I don't know why I think she's practical. I got the sense from her that I never worried about her finances. But she's an eccentric woman. I think she has an embodiment of that. But essentially, all of those are working together all the time. So essentially, we have some nice trauma, some unidentifiable boundaries. We have a push and pull between practicality and some luscious luxuries things. And, a need to critique everything around you, just going on all the time in her head.
I have people here to serve you guys, and in your home, people eat in their bedrooms and stuff. No, if that's what you're saying, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
You take things and you just go a totally different direction.
You think that it should be an animal house? No. So stop crying about it. You're really crying because I said,
Then why did you talking to me like this? Stop!
God.
So, you could lash out from some of this. You can... Also, the fire isn't in this, but, we know she's fiery. So if she's feeling particularly emotional, if, people are hitting on some pain points, she's not going to be afraid to lash out.
Don't get involved, Dorinda. It's nothing to do.
Don't sleep with my
Don't tell me what not to get involved with. I'll get involved with whatever I want. I'll get involved with whatever I want to.
She's not going to be afraid to criticize.
Ramona is out every single night drinking. I do that.
Water. Why do you think I'm thin?
Not that thin, but
You are disgusting. Oh my God. Go to church.
Also, stubborn. Doors can be stubborn.
I know Jill. No, you don't. I know Jill. I've known Jill for over 20 years.
That's also going to cause somebody to fight if you're on the Housewives specifically, but it can also be the way that you, settle yourself. If something is hitting on a particular pain point, you can look to, sort of letting yourself surrender to it rather than fight against it. And you can give yourself comfort and feed what your practical needs are in order to help that, rather than go hard and, push someone around. So that's kind of the thing with the rectangle.
I want to light my house on fire right now and burn it down.
And that's kind of the thing with Dorinda. So that's what we're going to look at in her chart. There she is. And I'm happy she's back on our screens. We're not getting full force Dorinda, but I'm happy she's there. And it's nice to look back at her. So let me know if there's other people you want me to do. Let me know, I guess, anything else you want. And subscribe if you want. And goodbye.